What if everything you see, everything you experience isn't real? What if the world around you is just a simulation? And if that's true, what does it mean for you? Are you just a program, or is there something more? And if we are in a simulation, does that mean I can blame the developers for my bad hair days? It's not my fault. It's just poor character design. Look around you. The people walking by, the buildings standing tall, even the sky above. What if it's all just code? What if reality itself is nothing more than an elaborate computer program? The simulation theory isn't just science fiction. It's a serious philosophical idea proposed by thinkers like Nick Bostrom. According to Bostrom's simulation argument, one of three possibilities must be true. First, advanced civilizations never reach the technological capability to create simulations. Second, they choose not to create simulations. Or third, and this is where it gets interesting, we are almost certainly living in a simulation. Think about it. If a civilization becomes advanced enough to create perfect simulations of reality, they wouldn't just create one. They'd create millions, billions, perhaps trillions of them. And if that's true, then statistically speaking, the odds that we're in the one real reality versus one of the countless simulations are vanishingly small. This isn't just abstract philosophy. Some of our greatest minds, including Elon Musk, have suggested there's a 1 in billions chance we're in base reality. But what does this have to do with NPCs? In video games, NPCs, or non-player characters, are entities controlled by the computer. They follow scripts, repeating the same actions, saying the same things, trapped in loops of programmed behavior. They lack true consciousness or free will. Now look at people around you. How many seem to be going through life on autopilot, waking up, commuting to work, scrolling through social media, watching the same shows, having the same conversations, day after day after day? Are they truly conscious beings making free choices? Or are they simply following their programming? I mean, have you ever seen someone at Starbucks when the Wi-Fi goes down? That's not disappointment. That's an NPC whose programming just crashed. If we're living in a simulation, then the NPC metaphor takes on a whole new meaning. Are some people just programs, following scripts? And if so, what does it mean to wake up? This is where things get really interesting. Have you ever experienced something that felt like a glitch in reality? Maybe you've had intense déjà vu, that strange feeling that you've experienced something before, even though you know you haven't. Or perhaps you've witnessed objects appearing or disappearing inexplicably, or encountered people who seem to repeat the same phrases or movements, as if stuck in a loop. These experiences, often called glitches in the matrix, have been reported by people around the world. From déjà vu to strange coincidences, people describe moments that feel like errors in reality. Are these just tricks of the mind, or are they actual cracks in the simulation? You know what's definitely a glitch in the matrix? When you walk into a room and forget why you went there. That's not forgetfulness. That's your character teleporting without loading the mission objective. Some scientists believe we can actually test the simulation hypothesis. They propose looking for computational artifacts in the universe, limits to physical constants, patterns in cosmic rays, or even pixelation at the smallest scales of reality. Physicist James Gates discovered error-correcting codes, the same codes used in browsers and smartphones, embedded in the equations of string theory. A coincidence or evidence of the computational nature of our reality? Critics argue that the simulation hypothesis is unfalsifiable and therefore unscientific. After all, if we're in a perfect simulation, how could we ever detect it? The simulators would simply patch any glitches we discovered. I tried to test the simulation theory myself by jumping off a building to see if I'd glitch through the floor. My lawyer has advised me to tell you, That was a joke, and please don't try it at home. The simulation has very realistic fall damage. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. The idea that reality isn't what it seems isn't new at all. For centuries, spiritual traditions have taught that the world is an illusion. In Vedanta, they call it Maya, the veil of illusion that obscures true reality. In Buddhism, they speak of reality as a construct of the mind. The Gnostics believed we live in a false reality created by a lesser God. Whether we call it Maya or a simulation, the message is remarkably similar. What we perceive as reality is not ultimate reality. And to awaken, we must see through the illusion. So what does it mean to wake up in a simulated reality? It means recognizing the patterns and programming that govern your life. It means questioning your assumptions about reality and your own beliefs. It means choosing to live consciously rather than automatically. Whether or not we're in a simulation, the path to awakening is the same: awareness, reflection, and a commitment to living consciously. How do we do this? First, practice mindfulness. Notice your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without judgment. Are you making conscious choices, or are you running on autopilot? Second, question everything. Why do you believe what you believe? Why do you do what you do? Are your thoughts truly your own, or have they been programmed into you by society, media, or your upbringing? If you discover your entire personality was shaped by TikTok algorithms, don't panic. At least you're dancing better than the previous generation. Third, seek direct experience. Don't just accept what others tell you about reality. Investigate for yourself through meditation, contemplation, or other practices that quiet the noise of the simulated world. The simulation theory raises profound questions about reality and our place in it. If we're in a simulation, who created it, and why? Are we being observed, tested, entertained? Perhaps we're ancestral simulations, created by our descendants to understand their past. Or maybe we're part of a vast cosmic video game, played by beings we can barely comprehend. But here's the most important question. Does it actually matter? If you discovered tomorrow that reality is a simulation, would it change how you live? Would it change what you value, what you love? Whether we're in base reality or a simulation, our experiences still feel real. Our connections with others still matter. Our choices still have consequences, at least within the parameters of this reality. The ultimate question isn't whether we're in a simulation. It's whether you're ready to wake up, ready to break free from your programming, ready to live consciously rather than automatically. Are you an NPC following a script, or are you a conscious player in this game of reality? The choice, simulated or not, is yours. In our next video, we'll explore how to break free from the NPC loop and begin living consciously. We'll look at practical techniques for recognizing your programming and choosing a different path. Until then, stay curious, stay conscious, and remember, the first step to waking up is realizing you've been asleep.